You are tuned in to BAA Television, broadcasting live from Canada, and these are the headlines we're tracking at this hour. President Zuma visits Nigeria on a trade mission. The South African president made a statement that he wants to improve economic ties with Nigeria, but some experts have said that the visit is merely to mend years of strained diplomatic relations. To discuss this, we are now being joined live from our Lagos studios by the former Director General of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs and the current Director General of the Bola Center for International Diplomacy and Strategic Studies, Professor Bola Akinterinwa. Professor, thanks for joining us tonight. We'd like to know your thoughts on the visit of the South African president to Nigeria. What kind of impact do you think this visit will have on Nigeria's relations with South Africa? Thank you for having me. You see, it's a very difficult question to answer. What impact? There cannot but be many. But it all depends on what we want to place emphasis on. First of all, what is the declared intention of the visit as distinct from the undeclared? Put it differently, why do we have a state visit in which the technocrats will be involved and suddenly you go to the level of tete-a-tete, all right, one-on-one, and all others will be excluded? Now, in an attempt to find answers to that, we can then begin to investigate your question. What impact? First, the unintended or the non-declared intention, to me, is to seek more avenues, more opportunities, all right, for the people of South Africa in Nigeria. How not just to consolidate the gains, but to also increase the gains. Now, gains in what areas? In what sectors? It is left for the South African leader to define. Not even our own government can know why it chose to come at this critical time. Bearing in mind that presidential visits are not just prepared for in one day, in 1 month. It's a long preparation. But the dates can be brought forward for whatever reason, whenever the environmental conditions have changed. Now, in terms of what is declared to be the purpose, improve trade relations, increase investment, removal of irritants in the bilateral relationship, and so on and so forth. It is on this basis now that we can then begin to ask what impact. The impact cannot but be to change the perception of South Africa in the strategic calculations of Nigeria. Then, on the basis of what has transpired until now, we can then begin to ask, has the South African president succeeded? All right, in doing so, it is too early to say that. The South African president has said that the confiscated phone, $9.3 million, $5 million related to this purchase of arms, that he will get them. That is promises statement. I am saying that this matter has been there for a long time, but nothing was done about it. But the statement should be bankable. I mean, it should be a promissory note that we should be able to count on. Precisely. But it is not sufficient to say that you will get it done. You will not be able to do so by fiat. You must go through some rules of procedure. All along, they have not done this. All right? It is only on this occasion of the visit that we are being reminded. Maybe it's a bargaining trip. Do you see it that way? Well, you cannot be more correct. You're right. The impression is given that they are forthcoming, that we are good friends. The money that is at stake, we will get it for you. Now, that prepares your mind, all right, for negotiation. Then, by the time they have secured your consent in principle, then it tables the issue of their own problem. The way forward is for Nigeria to earn the respect and trust of Africa. Nigeria is first the people before you consider the territorial aspects. How are the Nigerian people treated in terms of visa issuance? In terms of arrival in African countries? These are the issues we should be looking at before considering investments, trade relations, bilateral ties, and so on and so forth. Thank you, Professor Bola Akinterinwa, for your insights on the Zuma visit. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. My pleasure. We will be going on a commercial break. When we return, we will be looking at the state of insecurity in the nation. Don't go away.